It's the showdown of Chicago versus coastal Virginia at $750,000. So if you're considering this market versus Chicago, that is exactly what we're covering today. First and foremost, let me apologize for my raspy voice. I am drinking a nice warm beverage with my favorite mug. And let's move on. So let's head over into Lincoln Park, Chicago. This is based on my research, one of the preferable neighborhoods surrounding the Chicago area. So we're sitting here right around $800,000, 2706 Wilton Ave in Chicago, 4 bedrooms, 4 baths. This is around 1,800 to 2,000 square feet. It does look like we have central air on this older home because it was built in 1883. Has been sitting on the market for 112 days. That should tell you something there, sellers. You're either overpriced or the market has shifted pretty drastically. You do have a nice deep front porch on this bungalow. I love the spiral staircase going up. And it's obvious that they take a lot of pride here in this house as there have been tons of modern updates throughout the home. Lots of canned lighting, exposed bricks. The floors are absolutely gorgeous. Updated bathrooms, updated kitchen, updated everything with nice little accents all the way throughout the home. So I can see why they have a lot of pride in this place. If I was going to directly compare what looks like on Google Street View, a very similar neighborhood to Ghent here in Norfolk, this is the house that I would pick out next. This is 316 Raleigh Avenue, $725,000. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 4,600 square feet. I think you're seeing a pretty massive difference on size here. This one was built in 1986, so a lot newer. There is a HOA fee because there are some amenities here that you get along in this neighborhood outside of just inside the house. Big home, brick exterior, very pretty throughout the house. Lots and lots and lots of space. The only downside I see here is that this house is not nearly as updated. But if you want access to some of the best dining, places to go, things to see, festivals and such, this area of Ghent is absolutely fantastic. And you're within walking distance to a great little dog park. So if you want space and space abounds and have a little bit of money to put into a budget of a renovation, this is a perfect option for you. I mean, who doesn't want a built-in sauna? This top-down view of this house does a good job of showing the nice little courtyards that are pretty prevalent here on this street. All right, let's bounce over into West Loop, Chicago, another area based on research that it looks like a lot of people love to live. $825,000, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,388 square feet, built in 2003. The HOA fee here is about $700 a month. Now, obviously, if you don't want to take care of exterior features, you don't want to have to deal with a yard, this could be a really good option. But for $825,000, this is not a lot of space. Maybe acceptable in Chicago, but your money's going to go a little further in coastal Virginia. The first thing that I notice here is that the photos do an excellent job of showing off this really wonderful and unique property inside. All right, I don't want to detract from this at all. Wolf range, gorgeous tile, industrial look throughout. Bays and bays and bays of windows. This place is pretty fantastic inside. It does look like the majority of the bathrooms are updated. You have a nice balcony space, nice tall ceilings. And as long as you're okay with the corrugated steel going through for your HVAC system, this could be a really nice option. But in my opinion, your money should go a little bit further, or based on what I'm used to, it would go a little further here in coastal Virginia. So let's try to do a direct comparison. 123 College Place, this is really close to downtown, $875,000, 3 bedroom, 3 bath, 2,300 square feet. So larger already, and it was built in 2007, so lots of newness throughout. Now, one of the things that they do exceptionally well here is it's very broad, very open, and the views are just exceptional of downtown Norfolk. Downtown Norfolk, nowhere near the size of Chicago, and it probably doesn't have anything on it when it comes to nightlife. However, Norfolk's got a ton of great options when it comes to food and a beautiful space to walk along the Elizabeth River Trail right along the water. And it looks like to me they probably could have gotten away without turning on a single light with all of the natural light that's pouring in through the windows on every single wall. And that master bedroom closet is enormous. All right, let's go a little bit outside of the city here in Chicago and a little bit outside of the downtown city in Norfolk. Bowmanville was one of the areas that I had researched, and I have a cute little house here, $859,000, 4 bedroom, 3 bath, 2,000 square feet, built in 1910, but been extremely well renovated. I think this place is extraordinarily cute, and I want to give props and credit where it's due. Lovely deep front porch. It looks like it's been really well cared for. The hardwood floors in here are just gorgeous. It looks like they've taken out a wall to open up the space in general. All of the lighting has been updated. I can't even tell if this place is staged or if this is how people live here, but it looks beautiful inside. The backsplash in the kitchen, just a perfect choice in my opinion. I love the countertops, the gold touches on the hardware there. Bedrooms are a little bit small. However, that herringbone tile in the bathroom is such a beautiful, beautiful choice. And it just looks like they've carried those custom touches all throughout the house. And even in the basement, you have a nice clean laundry room, which we don't always get in some of these renovated homes. You do have a small amount of green space on the back, plus a little garage. You are squeezed in tight between a multifamily building and a larger house next door and on a decently busy street. But hey, this is pretty daggone good at this price point in Chicago from my research. So let's bounce over into Larchmont area of Norfolk, which I'm very familiar with. A nice little neighborhood that was built out in the early 1900s. This is a house that's 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 5,600 square foot. It sold just not that long ago, $875,000, and it's on a nice large lot. You can see just how much further your money goes here. An enormous, gorgeous front porch, huge foyer, nice sliding pocket doors. And although it didn't have the same style of that previous house, you can see that it's been extraordinarily well taken care of. Detail after detail after detail, and you can see they do the zoom up pictures to show how well this has been taken care of. And that kitchen has been completely redone with a massive island and just lighting that just really makes the whole space pop. I love the large staircase going up all the way up the center where you can look down, which gives it a nice airy sense of space there. And it looks like up on the 3rd floor, there are just bays and bays of windows. And then just check out that primary bathroom. It's just enormous. In my opinion, if I'm looking for something that's kind of the midway between suburbia and rural, this is just a fantastic, fantastic option if you're at this price point. All right, so around $700,000, 700 to 900,000. Let's just say you're like, Dan, I can afford this. I've lived downtown before. I want a little bit more space. I don't want to be cooped up. I'm looking forward to getting downtown. Well, the beauty of our area is you have access to just about anything within 25 to 35 minutes. If you want to be at the beach, if you want to go to the amphitheater, if you want to go to Williamsburg, really it's all within a very short drive. And as long as you're not going during peak driving season, the traffic really isn't that bad. And even at its worst, you only really need to add about 10, maybe 20 minutes added to the drive. So here's a place in downtown Chicago, $799,000, 3 bedroom, 3 bath, and 2,000 square feet. It is a beautiful building. It is gorgeous throughout. And hey, big props to the photographer. I know how difficult it is sometimes to get the dynamic range right and be able to show off the details outside as well as the details inside. I can't tell if this is staged or this is how the owner lives, but it's modern and sleek inside. It looks like they've taken the old hardwood in there, maybe stained it to a darker stain. Kitchen is nice and updated, which you probably would expect at this price point. Bathrooms are nice and updated. Master bathroom is updated. Lots of little details that I see here that just really pop out and stand out. Master bedroom closet is enormous. It's as big as some of the places that we've seen in New York that people sell for around this price point alone. I mean, really, it's hard to talk negative about this place with how beautiful it is. But you really only have 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, and 2,000 square feet. So what does that look like if I carry it out into the countryside of Virginia Beach or Chesapeake? All right, so I actually came down a little bit. We got 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,854 square foot, and it sold recently here right around $725,000. Did I mention that it's sitting on nearly 4 acres of land? So if you want privacy, if you want a grand estate, and you want something that you can walk into your backyard with your whitey tighties and no one's going to say a word, this is where you go. This picture alone, the establishing shot of this story, has a lovely big garage, lots of land, and you can see that you're surrounded by neighbors that also value the same thing here. Extremely well taken care of. Brick facade. It looks like the backyard has been perfectly manicured. Does the interior potentially look like it's stuck in the 2000s? Sure, but everything is done pretty well, and all the spaces inside are nice and open and spacious. There's a nice large screened in entertainment porch on the back here. I really am just going to let some of these photos speak for themselves, but you can see the difference of living downtown versus being in South Virginia Beach. So if you wanted access to everything, this could really be a great choice. Hey, if you are looking at making a move into or out of the area and our team could be of service, all of our information is down in the description. Until the next time, see you later.